Okay, hey guys, this is kind of a surprise video because I was downstairs going through my stuff and making some things, for fall. And I moved some things around on my table with my boxes, and I found a not giant, but a big good size cake box, bakery box. Anyways, it was filled. I was wondering what happened to these. It was filled with a bunch of my truffles. There's this kind. These are my pipeable truffles. There's this kind, and then I had the ones that I mold. And if you guys go back to my videos from last year, maybe even longer than that, I'm not sure. But this is them. And I actually, this is the only one that actually looks a little bit crumbly at the bottom. But I actually kind of like the look of that effect on the outside. I don't know why. I just do. But it's still got the little rosebuds. Anyway, so this is just basically a real quick test to see if they still function. Because if you guys want to check it out, like I said, the video of me piping and making these is up. So here goes the test, guys, and let's see what the pipeable truffles do. Water has to be very hot with a cocoa butter truffle, just so you know. I'm not expecting these to be spectacular. Like I said, it's a truffle. It's on the idea of a fizzy melt. So you won't get as much as a reaction as you would a bath bomb, but it's not quite as slow as just a bath melt. And these will or can color your water depending on, your colorants. And if I believe so, I do think I put SLSA in here, I'll tell you. Yes, I did. So that just helps with, because these are made with tons of cocoa butter and shea butter and mango butter and whatever you want to put in them. And I know a lot of people are worried about that with the colorants. Like this is done in mica. These were mica colored, okay? And I colored the soda first. But I know a lot of people are worried about making truffles and melts and whatnot with that whole bathtub sticking thing. So I always do put a bit of SLSA in it, or you can use some Bioturge because that's a nice flash foam. But it does help with the, if there's any staining, which I don't like to call it staining. It's actually a ring. It's not a stain. But anyway, so this is it. And look at that. These are over a year old. There's some crumbs in there. I guess I should dump them all in there. Don't like wasting. But that's bubbly. Nice. So you get the very nice moisture. I can't remember if I put Natrasorb in here. I think I may have. But you see that for a little truffle, and yes, I understand it's a sink, it's tiny. But these normally you could get away with just putting one this size in your tub. But if you went bigger and want more, it's not necessarily going to make you greasy. That's not how these work. I know a lot of people have truffles and melts that do that. This is not a greasy truffle, okay? It is more of a conditioning, silky, moisture type thing. This is scented in rose geranium. That's why I didn't use much. I am not a fan of rose geranium. I know lots of people love it. I'm not one of them. It just reminds me too much of my grandmother's old house, which was very, very old, and not that it was a bad house. It just brings back some strange memories. So, but yeah, it's not one of my favorite scents. So, I mean, it's not bad. It smells very nice. It's just if I had to pick a scent, it wouldn't be rose geranium for me personally. But look at that. Isn't that pretty? You got a nice pretty pink. And like I said, it was mica, so you don't get vivid color. But you get a very nice tint. Okay, and it's a little slippy, but not in a gross, slippery, slimy, slick, gross way. You notice? Seriously, there's nothing. Okay? And like I said, these are made with a ton of cocoa butter. They do take forever to dissolve, as you can see. Let's see if I can take my rose out. There it is. Real rose petals I put in these. I do have some downstairs shaped in the shape of a rose. So I was saying I'm going to be putting one of these. If anybody orders from me, and as long as they're, as long as I have some left, I will be throwing one of these in everybody's order. Just so you can try it for yourself. Like I said, I do make bigger truffles now, but we'll crunch it up. So it's a nice pretty pink mica that I used. And something this little in your tub, I don't know if you would get a lot of bubbles. Maybe if you use 2, but you never know. So let's just test it out, because that's a lot of cocoa butter. It's pretty too. So yeah, you would get a tiny bit of bubbles. Don't expect Don't expect a bubble bath. Ouch, that's hot. Don't expect a bubble bath with a truffle, but you know, you'll get a nice light foam, and a nice, just super moisturizing, relaxing. I mean, God, if you have dry feet or elbows or knees or anything, or I lie right down in these things, right, like head under and everything. But yeah, body head to toe is fine to lie in. You might want to wash your hair afterwards. A normal bath bomb, I don't need to wash my hair afterwards. I actually just wash my hair, but that's a whole other story. But yeah, this is great for all over body, moisturizing, relaxing. Just it's wonderful. It's like a bath bomb and a melt all in one. So let's check this. We're gonna check the sink, see if there's any marks as it goes down, and then you guys can be the judge. Look at that. Not anything. A little bit of foam on the side, no big deal. And like I said, when you're done with one of these, it's as simple as rinse your bathtub out. You're done. So anyways, it'll be a bonus for anybody that orders from me. And I just want to share with you, these things are old, but they're still good. Package them up correctly, they'll last indefinitely. You know, well, I don't know about indefinitely, but way longer than you would think. Thanks for watching, guys.